Hello everyone, welcome back to Pilates with Yvonne. I am Yvonne. Today we'll do another Pilates class together. So whenever you're ready, just unroll your mat. We're not gonna need any equipment today, just yourself and a little bit of time. We're going to focus a little bit more on our legs today, just involving a little bit of high kneeling, a little bit of standing as well. So everything that is related to activation of the legs, glutes and balance. We're going to start our class onto a hands and knees position whenever you're ready. So whenever you feel fine, start to just rotate yourself towards the front of your mat and start to just move your hands under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. I'm gonna get started with a few breaths today. So I'm gonna ask you to take a moment to maybe start to close down the eyes, start to lengthen through the spine, look straight down to the floor. We're going to breathe in through the nostrils, feeling that when we breathe, the side of the rib cage is expanding sideways. And when we breathe out through the pursed lips, we're gliding the ribs in and down towards the pelvis. So again, breathing in, expand three-dimensionally your rib cage, breathing out. Scoop your belly in and one more, breathe in. And exhale. Let's start to breathe in to drop the belly. Shine the chest forward. Breathe out, round your spine. Inhale, long spine, and then we drop the belly down. Exhale, rounding through the back, starting from the tailbone. One more, breathing in. Breathing out. Start to find your flat back once you're ready. So the middle point in between the two movements, everyone. We're going to start to circle here around, trying to warming up through the wrists, spread through your fingertips, and softening through your elbow joint. We're going to just breathe naturally. Just be aware that you're not overarching your spine. Just keep everything nice and straight. And we're going to reverse other direction for 6 more circles. And those circles can be quite small, still warming up through the body. So, of course, it can be quite tiny, the movement range. 2 more. And on the next one, just find your stillness, taking it high. Flip the palms of your hands on the ground with the wrist facing inwards and the fingertips outwards. And we're going to just move side to side, again, to warm up a little bit more through those wrist joints. Take an inhale whenever you're ready. Return the fingertips facing the front edge of your mat and start to tuck your toes under so we can start to lift those knees off the ground a couple of inches. We're going to rock forward and back. So I want you to feel here that you're really pushing the hands into the mat. Your shoulders are really just pressing away from the ears. And you have the ball of your feet that are having hold the weight of the body when you rock back. Now, again, option to make it small. So maybe I just move the knees up and then I place the knees down when I shift the weight towards my hands. So I can lift the knees off and down as I'm doing now. Or if instead you want something more, you're going to, rather than hold those knees bent, you're going to extend the legs to a plank and inhale, we move back. So you can just choose, again, a range of movement depending on how you feel today, depending on what feels right for your body. Please always listen to what you need rather than what I am cueing. Give me 4 more. Exhale forward, breathing back. Exhale. 2 more. And even if I'm stretching my legs, I'm always going back to really zipping in the rib cage down towards the pelvis as we did before into our breath work. Now from here, start to pike your hips up, everyone. So let's just pedal through the feet. Let's just lift a heel up and down at a time. Taking a big breath in to release the neck, reach back on your shoulders. Exhale, start to walk your hands and your feet towards each other so that we can find a forward fold here. We will relax the head once more at the bottom. So if you want to say yes and no and maybe, sometimes I do like to have a little bit of just a shake off to relax fully through the neck. Inhale, bend those knees at the bottom. Exhale, let's articulate the spine back to stand nice and tall. We're going to start to widen the legs, everyone. So I'm just going to rotate towards you. We're going to widen the legs to a turn-out position. So I want you to imagine that your toes basically are in the same line of your knees and they're slightly turning out or compared to the heels that are just grounding on the floor. Think about the rotation starting from your hips. So you're externally rotating from your hips rather than just from the knees or from the ankle joints. I want you to squeeze your glutes and I want you to imagine that the crown of the head moves up towards the sky. Heels grounding down. We're going to start to take a squat. So I'm going to ask you to just bend your knees, making sure that the knees are not dropping forward this way, but they're always actively pushing back. And I want you to imagine that instead of hinging forward with the torso, I am trying to get those shoulders on top of the hips, yeah? So let's just interlace the hands behind the back of the head, everyone. This doesn't mean that the chest is popping forward, is gliding still down so that the rib cage can move down to the hips. Start to maybe deepen the squat a little bit more. We're going to take an inhale to move here to a side stretch. Exhale, center. And again, breathing into the left. Breathing out center. One more breath in. Exhale back to the middle line. Breathing in left. So of course, the more you bend those legs, the more you bend those knees, the more you're going to feel that activation across the back and as well in the legs, of course. Try to always recheck that you're not compressing, so I'm not sinking or I'm not just collapsing on the side. I am maintaining a long spine where the crown of your head is basically pointing to a diagonal up. Now, we're going to just take last two, one for each side like these, everyone. And now we're going to stop into the middle to take some pulses. So give me last one to your right side and give me last one to your left. Come back to center, take an inhale. We're going to start to pulse down and exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. 6, breathe out. 5, breathe out. 4, we try to breathe out when we are against gravity, yeah? You can do it. 2 more. So just warming up those legs. Last one. Whenever you're ready, start to stay into a low squat position. Lift your right heel and press. Right heel up, right heel down. For 6 again. For 5. Try to remember your knees are not dropping forward. For 4, 3, 2, and swap the leg other side for 8, up and down, 7, up, down, and 6, shoulders down, long spine. Remember, crown of the head moving up, pelvis pointing down, tailbone pointing down, heels grounding down. 3 more, 2, we're almost there, last one. Start to move your arms now into a second position. So we widen the arms wide. We're going to move the elbows in. We're going to start to flip the palms of the hands up. We're going to take a cross, a left arm on top of the right arm. Re-pivot. Think about elbows in, re-stretch. Other side, elbows in, right arm on top of the left arm. Out, breath in, and stretch, breath out. And again, we have 4 more. Is there any chance we can go a little bit lower here? So really feeling those legs warming up. Really start to feel those quads. Really try to focus on your posture. So the way you're standing nice and tall with your chin parallel to the floor. And at the same time, really think about that those rotator cuffs here. So you're pivoting those hands, starting from the shoulders and then traveling through the arms rather than only the hands pivoting. Give me a last one because from here, we're going to take pulses through the arms. We're going to pulse up and down an inch for 8, up and down for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, breathe out 3, exhale 2, almost there, last one. Stay with me, everyone. Flip the palms of the hands forward, shift your weight on your right leg. We're going to back to center, move the weight to the left. back to center, to the right. Breathing in, left, in, right, in, left. Twice more. Breathing out, and last one. Beautiful. Back to center. You can slowly come back up. Move your toes and heels in. Take an inhale, move your arms back towards the side of your body. Roll your shoulders back and down as we started, and unroll the spine. Bend by bend towards your feet. So we basically find exactly the way we came from, relaxing the head down into a forward fold. So I'm going to bend the knees. Hopefully those legs are a little bit warmer. We're going to start to move the hands forward here and the knees down. So we find again those all 4-point base position. Start to just lengthen the left leg back. So we're going to start to move here, the shoulders down. Actually, let's do the right side first. So just stretch the right leg towards the back of the mat. Take an inhale, scoop your belly towards the spine. We're going to lift the right leg here off the ground. I'm going to ask you to inhale, tap the toes. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. For 4, tap. For 3, tap. For 2, we're going to add on, if you want to, on the next one. You're going to lengthen your left arm towards the front edge. We're going to tap toes and fingertips down, arm and leg up. Everything taps down, everything lifts up, but we don't arch that lower back, yeah? Remember how we started with a long spine, looking down, focusing on the rib cage, gliding to the hip bones. We're going to carry on into that posture, just moving the limbs, not through the back. 4 more. Exhale, lift. 3 more. Breathing out. 2 more. Exhale. We're going to stay up and pause, yeah? We're going to pause for 8. Up and down. 7. 6. Keep the shoulders in the same line, the hips in the same line, and give me 3, 2, 1. Now return your hand down. Pivot that left foot outside the mat and reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to start to mirror you guys, yeah? So we're going to start to lengthen here through the arm, through the foot. I'm going to start to tap the toes, taking in high. Exhale, lift. So we're sideways now. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Try to stack one hip on top of the other. What does it mean? We're not moving down with the pelvis. You see, I'm internally rotating, but I'm not even arching everything up and just losing my alignment through the back. I am trying to engage my core and keep my left hip and right hip all the way aligned. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's take 8 pulses again. Just why not? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we ground that foot. Yeah, we're going to just move back to the floor. I'm going to ask you to just move to a high kneeling position. So basically we are placing the hands behind the back of the head. We are taking an inhale here. We're just having shoulders on top of the hips, exactly as we just did from standing. We're going to squeeze the glutes. And exhaling, I'm going to ask you to twist the torso towards the long leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, we twist again to the long leg. Breathing in center. Shoulders down, breathing out. 4 more. Inhale. 3. Inhale. Think about the movement starting from your middle back. So not from your hips, not from your pelvis, from your middle back, shoulders, elbows, and head. Last one. Let's change. Let's move away from the leg now. So we're going to tilt toward the diagonal. Can you see that the crown of the head is in the same line of my sternum bone and then down towards my tailbone. We come back up. We twist. We center. So we tilt away from the leg first, engaging the obliques back to center, towards the long leg, so you can see your foot back to center. Exhale, tilt away. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale on the twist. Inhale, back. And we go for 4. Inhale. Twist. 3 more. Center. 2 more. center. I hope you're starting to feel this obliques at the side. Yeah, I should be really working quite hard to maintain everything strong. We're gonna tilt away, you're gonna stay now. You're gonna lengthen the arms as well. We're gonna pulse the torso up an inch, down an inch. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down for 8 and 7 and 6. Really try to brace that core, brace your center. 4 more. Breathe out. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 1. Let's approach the floor back to our kneeling position, back to high kneeling as we started. Ground your outside foot and exhaling, peak that bottom knee up. Inhale, tap the ground. Exhale, bottom knee up again. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Very good job. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Let's just move the top hand behind the back of the head. So we're going to start to have a little bit of a crunch. Exhale, opposite elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, tap. Opposite elbow to knee for 6. Let's find that balance. 5. Exhale. 4. Breathing out. Almost at the end. 3. Breathing out. 2. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Beautiful. Return the long arm up and we finish off. You're going to lift that bottom knee and you're going to pulse your hips to finish for 8, 7, almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done, everyone. 1. Return the hands down, return the knees down, and let's find the child pose. Beautiful job. Relax your head on the floor, everyone. Maybe move the arms around, circle your wrist, take an inhale here. If you want to interlace your hands behind your back and stretch your arms up, you always know you can do that. Because we're going to go to the second side of everything. So let's just take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. I'm just going to turn around so you can see the other side of my body. And we're going to start to just move back into that all 4 point base position. Let's do left leg back. So left toes are on the edge of the mat. And from here we start to find that flat back again, which means no arch. Brilliant. Breathing out. Let's lift that left leg. Inhale, tap. Breathe out, lift. Inhale, tap. Breathe out. 5 more. Inhale. 4. We're going to add on gradually. Remember, we have 3 more like these, and this is always a valuable option to stay with these if you want to. 2 more. We're going to add the opposite arm on the next one. Let's go. Fingertips down, toes down. Everything goes up. Inhale down, exhale up. Try to really keep the shoulders and the hips aligned. Breathing out on the lift. Breathing out. 3 to go. 2. Last one. Let's go. We pulse up and down for 8, 7, 6. Try to really stretch your back knee, point your toes, reach your fingertips, and no arch for the lower back. 3 more. 2, 1. Hands down. Now we're going to pivot. Yeah, this right foot goes outside the mat. We're going to start to lengthen the left arm up towards the ceiling. So from here we can just tap and lift. Remember that those hips are stacked, one on top of the other. We have 7. Exhaling up for 6. Exhale. 5. Breathe out. 4. Breathe out. 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. Ready for those pulses? You have it. At the top, we stay on the next one. We have 8, 7, 6, 5. Check that you can see your hand that is not moving back. 4, 3, 2. Very good job. 1. Ground your top leg down. Start to move into a high kneeling. So just move here your hands behind your head. Start to return your shoulders on top of your hips. Glide your ribcage down. Ground the outside of the foot. Exhale, twist towards the long leg. Inhale, center. Breathe out, twist. Inhale, back in. 5. Breathe in. 4. And 3. 2. On the next one, last one, we start to come back to center and we tilt away. So exhale, we move away from the long leg. Inhale, back to the middle line. Exhale, twist towards the long leg. Inhale, center. And we go again. Away from it. Inhale, center. Towards center. And again. Exhale. Center. Breathe out. We have 4 more. Try to really remember that everything is into a straight line. So I want you to imagine that from the long leg into the torso, into the crown of your head, everything is exactly in the same line. So we're not sinking here, yeah? Can you see my hips dropping and sinking my elbows? No, it's the full torso moving together at once. We just take last one. Tilt, exhale, center, and twist. Now we're going to stay into that tilt. Stay into your tilt. Reach your arms long, and we pause down an inch, up an inch. Really feeling the right side of your core. For 6, down and up. For 5, make sure you're not arching your back. Squeeze your glutes. For 4, exhale. 3, exhale. 2, exhale. 1, brilliant. Back to center. Let's return to that side kneeling position. Start to move back to that position where we started from. This time, ground the foot. You can do it. Breathing out, bottom knee comes up. Breathing in, we tap the ground. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Now, if your neck starts to get involved, I do sometimes like to look towards the floor so that the neck is kind of releasing the tension, and I can really only focus on activating the core and then moving from the legs. 4, center. 3, center. 2 more, and we add on that twist. Last one. Let's go. Hand behind the head. You have it. Exhale, tap. Inhale, back to starting position. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. And 5. 4 more. You have 3, and then we pause. 2 more. Breathe out. Think about your left shoulder. Push down. Last one. We stay, leg up, and we pause. Hips up, down, exhale, inhale. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3. Last 2, you have it. 1 more. Beautiful. Knees down, hands down, pivot everything back, and back into your child pose. Really great job. Taking in high, relax your hips and relax your neck. Relax your wrist joints. That's the reason why at the beginning we prepared to do wrist, yeah? Because it was a little bit more today on the wrist. Give me last inhale here through the nostrils, and then breathing out, walk your hands in and roll your spine back. Everyone, great job. Interlace your hands at the top. Taking inhale here. Shoulders down, breathing out right to the right side. We're going to take a side stretch. Breathing in back to the middle. Exhale, opposite. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Can you circle forward for me into a C curve? And can you then move towards the left? Like a full circle. And we go again from the left, side stretch. Exhale, round into a C curve. Breathing in right side. Exhale, back to the middle. Beautiful. Take a couple of shoulder rolls. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. From here, let's all move to hands and knees as we started. Start to move your hands under the shoulders. Tuck your toes. Stretch your legs. Pedal through your feet, lower your right heel down, lift your left heel up, and swap. And just breathe. Give a little bit of movement to those feet. Remember, you're not holding tension into your neck, and try to stretch the back of the calves, back of the thighs. Give me 4 more and breathe. 3, last 2, and last 1. Lovely job. Start to move your feet flat here, as close as you can to the ground, so you can feel the stretching to the back of your legs. And then slowly knees back and come back to your kneeling position. And thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for sharing this Pilates sequence with me today. I hope you felt that you worked your whole body, but of course, like feeling a little bit more that kind of instability challenge that we had from standing and high kneeling. Don't forget to just drop a comment if you like, maybe with what you want to see in the next video in terms of content. And don't forget to just subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to see you here again on the same channel, the same time next week for another Pilates flow. Thank you.